Alright guys, BludgerBoy here to show you Minesweeper in LittleBigPlanet 2. The full game. This isn't the beta version, this is the full game. Oops, not an MM pick. Pfft, I'm getting my hopes up. I'm in the completely wrong place. Here we go. My Earth. Under Ratchet PSN. There it is right there. One person's playing it apparently. And there's also a tutorial level that shows how the level works. I guess we'll just play that first. And this will just explain to you how the game works, just in case you don't know. And at the end, it'll link you to the Minesweeper level, so you can just play the Minesweeper level. But you can also just play the Minesweeper level if you know how to play and if you don't need instructions. One problem with this, though, if you go to the Minesweeper level, the actual one, through the tutorial, whenever you press the replay button in the start menu, it takes you all the way back to the tutorial, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. I don't know why with level links you have to start at the beginning. I think you should be given the option to start at the latest level link that you've gone through. But that's just me. That's just one minute issue. I've changed a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff has been changed. It's still the same game, and a lot of the logic is working in the same way. But a lot of stuff's been changed. The stuff has been added. You now get more points for completing the game quicker through your standard race start and end points hooked up. You can hook those up to logic, which I found out. I'm like, cool, I can just hook when the grid spawns, I can just hook whatever spawns the grid up to the starting line to start the game, and whatever ends the game, I'll just hook that up to the end point, and then that's all I need to do. Very simple to implement something like that. See, you don't actually have to be on the race pad to get it to work. Also, as you can see, the graphics are, or not graphics, but the presentation is different. There are now no spaces between there's no actual physical grid between the squares. The squares are just separated by a very minute amount of empty space. That was all done using the in-game grid, like the grid you can set to small, medium, large in the pause menu. That has been crucial to getting the level to look this good. And I mean, I'm not an artist, I can't really make that much stuff. This was just drawn pixel by pixel from the old Minesweeper sprites. I just opened them in Paint and just went over them pixel by pixel, which pixels were colored, which ones weren't. And the material you see there on the numbers is neon, not hologram like I made in the beta. And neon is such a good material. It's so much better than hologram for doing that. It's just so much brighter and so much clearer. And they look the numbers look a lot better. The flags are still hologram. And also, there's now a flag on each square. Instead of there being a flag, just a flag emitter on your mouse, there's now a flag on each square that you can toggle on and off with the square button. Now this is the actual level. You press the X button to generate the board, it loads, a little race thing starts, and there's your board, all spawned. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. I might have to bump the mine density up a bit. I've been getting that a lot, like just nothing spawning in certain places. But you get that in the real version of Minesweeper as well on the PC. Sometimes you get grids that have all their mines in one place. Like you can see all these mines are down the bottom, and that's an artifact of the real game and its randomizer. So yeah, totally not a dodgy thing. It's authenticity. You won't get the same amount of mines each time. I couldn't do that. I couldn't make it consistent. But you will get a random grid each time. Oh wow, I just got the top place. Hell yeah. And the only reason I got the top place was because of the race that I added in recently. I had a lot of trouble getting this to work. I went through a lot of stages trying to get this level to work. I'll just keep playing it to show you that the grid really is random. But yeah, at first, squares weren't spawning. Squares were spawning on the wrong layers and all this crap. Then I found out that the randomizer, they broke the randomizer in the beta, and it wasn't giving me a random board. It's not looking different so far. See? None of those were numbers before, and they're numbers now. But yeah, before I wasn't getting random results because they broke the randomizer. The randomizer now generates random results when you save your level in create mode. When you go to save your level, that's when it generates random results, not when you play the level, which I think is ridiculous. I don't know why they've done that. It's a bit stupid. But to work around that, I've had to now redesign the logic and spawn all the randomizers. I had to disconnect all the randomizers from the spawning logic. They're now separate modules completely. And I had to spawn the randomizers, because when you spawn them, when you put them in emitters and spawn them, they do actually act differently each time, like they're supposed to. So, thankfully I could do that. And get the grid working randomly each time. But that took a few hours to get that working. I had to go through a lot of experimentation to get that to work. But it works now. And at the moment, as you can see, mines don't kill you. Mines don't end the game. See? Mines don't end the game. But they do detract from your score. And I am working on a version for you hardcore Minesweeper freaks out there that will end the game. I can't put them in the same level. The thermo won't allow it. That's also why I can't make a bigger grid. If I could make a bigger grid, I so would. But I can't. Because the thermo is pretty much at its peak when the grid spawns, so I can't do it. If I could, I would, but I can't. But I am going to work on a version that ends the game when you do hit a mine. It's fairly simple, just put some game enders on each mine. On the mines that are spawned, recapture them, put them back in the emitters. Fairly simple. But yeah, that's my Minesweeper level. We'll play it one more time, just for fun. Just for the hell of it. And I will bring you guys a logic video later. I'm not showing you the logic right now. It's going to take me a whole separate video to explain everything I've changed. And it's very messy. It's crazy. I didn't think I could do it, but I did. And I'll show you in a different video all the logic that makes this level work the way it does. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them. I might answer them in the video, but if you have any videos that you really want to ask questions that you want to ask right now, go ahead and drop them in the comments section. You can play this level in the full game, as I said, just look up Minesweeper or Ratchet PSN, you'll find it. I don't care if you hard it. If you do, that's cool, but it's already got 12,000 plays, and that was before it was fixed. That was when the randomizer didn't work. Or when the random board generator didn't work, and before the workaround was implemented. So I've already got attention, the attention I so crave. I've already got it. But if you want to play it or hard it, go right ahead. The tutorial level is there, as I said. If you don't know how to play the game, if you need to learn the controls or the concept of Minesweeper. But other than that, until next time, I'll catch you guys later.